Hello everybody, welcome to the Political Vigilante San Bernardino Valley College Edition. Here's this gorgeous community college. I've got a little downtime at the FNX Comedy Experience. There's the theater behind me where we're shooting episode 7 with Pete Lee, Matt Baca, Kevin Avery, and Laura Hernandez. So come to the shows, guys. Go to grahamelwood.com. It's below. You can get the links. I'm wearing a Batman crazy sun visor shirt, so anyone can see me if I'm riding a bicycle in traffic. I want to talk about an article that just came out by Dave Dane in The Intercept about Dianne Feinstein not getting the endorsement of the California Democratic Party. This is pretty significant. We've been talking a lot about it. We've talked to Alison Hartson, who is running against her. There's a couple other people running against her. Her most significant competition is León. Senator León. Now he's, from what I understand, he's kind of moderate, kind of corporate. He's obviously not as bad as Feinstein, but I personally would like to see Alison Hartson win. So I'm going to go into what happened recently. The vote that happened in the California Democratic primary did not give her the vote. Now, León got 57% of the vote. Had he gotten 60% of the vote, he would have gotten the endorsement outright. As it stands, it's still up for grabs. Now, this bodes well for several reasons. One, Feinstein doesn't automatically get the seat. She's just been given it repeatedly. And it gives somebody like Alison Hartson a chance. Kevin León is listed as the odds-on favorite, and my fear is the Democratic Party will push him in there just to say, oh, see, we're listening to you progressives, and they're putting in sort of a fake progressive when they could have a real progressive in Alison Hartson. But I just want to read you what happened. Actually, he got 54% of the vote of nearly 3,000 delegates gathered here at the state convention, compared to just 37% for Feinstein. She got 37% of the vote. That's a big drop. The state party endorsement gives candidates coveted placement on state party mailers and can raise the profile of candidates who may have a deficit in fundraising. It's not like Feinstein has a need to raise her profile in the state and has plenty of money to get her message out. But denying the party endorsement to a sitting U.S. senator is a remarkable turn of events for a lawmaker who has been a fixture in California politics going back to her days as a San Francisco board supervisor, where she was first elected in the late 60s. She would be 85 by the time she gets sworn in if she were to win. Now, this is Dianne Feinstein in 1990 famously endorsed the death penalty, was booed for it, and then used those boos in an ad campaign to show, see, I'm a resistor. Even though people boo me, I do what's right. And it's like, oh, you're just catering to the far right is what you're doing, which Democrats love to do. So, in a most recent poll from the Public Policy Institute of California, taken in early February, Feinstein held a 46-17 lead over León, with about one-third of likely voters undecided. León is expected to land in the top 2 with Feinstein and move to the general election in November. Although just as Democrats endorsed activist Alison Hartson has earned the most small dollar donations in the race. That's significant, because she doesn't have big party endorsement. She's a Justice Democrat, but that's why I say vote with your dollars. That's why if you live in California or even just want to donate to somebody like her, a little donation, a $5 or $10 donation, actually helps and gets her the kind of traction she needs. Hartson was not on the Senate endorsement ballot, though another challenger attorney, Pat Harris, was. The party also chose endorsements for statewide offices as well as congressional and legislative races. There was no endorsements in the closely contested gubernatorial race between Lieutenant Governor Gavin Newsom, Treasurer John Chang, former LA Mayor Antonio Villagroso, and former State Superintendent Public Instructor Delaney Easton. So it's pretty significant, you know. We'll see what, and I've been talking about this a lot, is 2018 going to be the real year where progressives really start unseating entrenched corporate Democrats and Republicans? Is the Democratic Party just going to, you know, put up token progressives? But the thing that's significant, I was just talking to my friend John Updike at Open Primaries. In a state like Florida, there was a bunch of state assembly seats that have gone unopposed. That's the thing people don't really understand. Most people don't even know they have a state, not a senator or a congressperson, but in the state Senate. right? So each state has its own House and Senate that represents you on a state level with state issues, versus a senator and congressperson that goes to Washington, D.C. to represent your state on a federal level. There's a lot of state seats that go unopposed because they know most of us are not paying attention. So those I would look for, can somebody run against these people in any state? But this is significant because the California Democratic Party is a very powerful party, and for it to not just automatically get behind Feinstein is significant. So I'll read a couple more things here. At the speech on Saturday afternoon, De León touted the progressive accomplishments of the state legislature and said, "In your Senate, Democrats act like Democrats." He indirectly signed Feinstein for voting for NSA surveillance legislation and the war in Iraq. "Real leadership, moral clarity, is always doing the right thing when no one is watching," De León said, alluding to Feinstein's sharp turn leftward during the primary. Yeah. After getting some applause for her work authoring the assault weapons ban in 1994 and a vow to try and reinstate it, Feinstein ran out of her scheduled time for the speech. "I guess my time is up," Feinstein said. "Damn right," jeered critics in the crowd. "Time's up." So let's hope she gets primaried, and let's hope it's actually by Alison Hartson. Thanks for watching the show, you guys. Like and subscribe, share the videos, and go to the Patreon page. And I'm holding this up with my arm, and it's about to fall asleep. Thanks for making Gotham great.